In CSGO, finding the perfect sensitivity and sticking to it is vital. And I've seen a lot of videos on sensitivity in my day, and there's a lot of good information in those, but a lot of them are missing a glaring issue, which is that different people are playing on different sized mouse pads. Not everyone's working with the same space. So in this video, I have a solution to help you find the perfect sensitivity regardless of what your mouse pad space looks like. When talking about sensitivity, there's two different things that people typically talk about. Your mouse's DPI, which is typically configurable in its respective application. I have a Logitech G Pro Superlight, so I just change it right here. I just go in here, click on my mouse, and I have it on 800 DPI. Pros typically play on 400 or 800 DPI. There's a bunch of videos that go super in depth on this, but I'm not gonna waste time. I don't think it's super important. I would pick one of the two. I don't think it really matters. And then there's in-game sensitivity. My in-game sensitivity is 1, which you can see right here. There's also this thing called edpi, where you basically just multiply your in-game sensitivity by your DPI. This is just done so that way, regardless of what DPI you're using, you can talk about the same sensitivity. So for me, since I have 800 DPI and play on a sensitivity of 1, I have an eDPI of 800. But this doesn't really matter at all. If you're just here for the average pro sensitivity, that's an eDPI of 875.4. This would be a DPI of 800 with an in-game sensitivity of 1.09, or 400 DPI with an in-game sensitivity of 2.18. Now you can just copy this and throw this in if you want, but this doesn't work for everybody. Every single pro that you're watching, I guarantee you, is playing on a full-size desk mousepad. They aren't limited by their space around them. I know a lot of you are probably playing on something like this, or something like this. Like how I don't get it. I don't get it. Get a bigger mousepad. But if you can't get a bigger mousepad, I got the solution for you. Basically, the lower sensitivity you have, the more precise you can be with your mouse movements. This is pretty intuitive to a lot of people. So a lot of people go for crazy low sensitivities, but there is a fall off point. People will have a crazy low sensitivity and then they'll only be able to flick to here. And then sometimes if there's a person shooting behind them, they'll have to do one flick and then another flick. And this doesn't make any sense. You're wasting a lot of time. This isn't ideal for Counter-Strike. The way you find the perfect sensitivity is you want to try and find the lowest sensitivity that you can use while still being able to pull off a comfortable 180-degree flick. This is the most amount of degrees you'll ever have to flick in Counter-Strike. So this is how you can find the lowest sensitivity possible while not limiting yourself with what you can do in game. Some people skew a little higher in how they prefer their sensitivity. I personally skew a little lower, but regardless, this method should work for you since it's based off of what is a comfortable 180-degree flick for you. And it doesn't have to be super precise. Sometimes you can overshoot, sometimes you can undershoot. You just want to make sure that you can make a 180-degree turn and have your crosshair near the guy that will be shooting behind you. The number one thing though that I recommend is to pick a sensitivity and stick to it. I've had my sensitivity for 2 years, and before that it was just like slightly higher. But the longer you commit to one sensitivity, making these mouse adjustments and fine mouse movements all become pretty second nature to you. It becomes baked into your muscle memory. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, drop me a like. If you didn't, fuck off. With all that out of the way, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.